Last year, my colleague walked over to my desk, smiled, and asked, "Hey, how was your day?" A normal question, a friendly question, and I froze.
You froze.
Completely. I knew what I wanted to say. I had the feelings, the thoughts, the whole story inside my head, but the English words just didn't come out.
Like a traffic jam. Everything is there, nothing is moving.
Exactly. And I smiled, said, "Good, thanks," and went back to my computer. And inside, I thought, I had so much more to say than that.
If you have ever felt that way, like you have more inside than you can express in English, today's episode is going to help you.
Daily English Podcast.
From Daily English Podcast.
Hey, English learners, welcome back. I'm Nova.
And I'm Daniel. This is your daily spot for real English conversations, practical vocabulary, and easy listening practice you can use in your everyday life.
We keep it real here. No boring drills, no grammar charts, just natural English the way people actually use it.
And today we are getting very practical, very useful, work English.
One of the most important places in daily life where English matters.
Absolutely. But before we dive in, how are you doing, Nova? How was your week at work?
Perfect question for today's episode. It was actually a pretty busy week. We had a deadline on Thursday, so the last few days were a bit intense.
Did you make the deadline?
We did, just barely, but we made it. That moment when you hit submit and lean back in your chair?
The best feeling.
Honestly, one of the best. How about you? How was your week?
Pretty good overall. I had a long meeting on Wednesday that could have been an email, honestly.
We all have those.
But outside of that, productive. Got a lot done. Felt good at the end of the day.
That's a great feeling too. Okay, before we get into today's topic, a quick favor from us.
Yes, if this podcast is helping your English, please like this video, subscribe to Daily English Podcast, and share it with a friend who's also learning English.
Especially a friend who works or studies in English and wants to sound more natural and confident at work.
This episode is made for them. Okay, let's talk about how to describe your workday in English.
So Nova, let's start at the beginning. Why is this so hard for a lot of learners?
Great question, because most English textbooks teach you vocabulary for perfect situations. I have a meeting. I finished my report. Clean, simple.
But real workdays are messy.
So messy. You have stressful moments, funny moments, boring stretches, unexpected things, small wins, small frustrations. And when someone asks, "How was your day?" you want to share all of that.
But the words aren't there yet.
Right. Think of your workday vocabulary like a toolbox.
Okay, a toolbox. If you only have one tool, a hammer, you try to use it for everything. Tighten a screw with a hammer, cut a wire with a hammer.
That doesn't work very well.
It really doesn't. But today, we are going to fill your toolbox, the right words for the right moments. So when someone asks how your day was, you have the right tool ready.
Not just good or fine.
Never just good or fine again.
I want to share a personal story here because I think it shows exactly what we mean.
Go ahead.
So when I first started working in an English-speaking environment, every day someone would ask, "Hey Daniel, how's it going?" And I would say, "Good, thank you," every single time.
Safe but boring.
Very safe. And after a few weeks, I noticed my colleagues all had these rich, funny, detailed answers. "Oh man, it's been crazy. We just had a client call go sideways." Or, "Honestly, not bad. Got through my whole to-do list for the first time in weeks."
Real, natural answers.
And I felt like I was watching them from behind a glass wall. I could see the conversation, but I couldn't get inside it.
You had the feelings, but not the phrases.
Exactly. So I started collecting phrases, like a little notebook. Every time I heard someone describe their workday naturally, I wrote it down.
And that changed things?
Slowly, yes. I started trying one new phrase a week, and after a few months, the glass wall disappeared.
You were inside the conversation.
Right there with everyone else. Okay, so let's share 5 practical tips for talking about your workday in English.
Tip 1. Replace good and fine with something real.
The 2 most overused words in the English language when someone asks how your day was.
Think of good and fine like plain white rice with nothing on it.
It fills you up, but there's no flavor.
Exactly. You're answering the question technically, but you're not giving anyone anything to hold on to. You're not creating a connection.
So, what do we use instead?
Start with honest, simple descriptions. If your day was busy, say, pretty hectic, honestly. If it was calm, say, surprisingly quiet today. If it was good, say, actually really productive.
The word actually does a lot of work in English.
It does. It makes things sound natural and a little unexpected. Actually really good. Actually not bad. It sounds like you're being honest, not just polite.
I started using honestly the same way. Honestly, pretty rough. Or honestly, one of the better days I've had in a while.
That word opens people up. When you say honestly, they lean in a little.
Because it's real.
Because it is real. So the first tool for your toolbox, upgrade your opening. Replace good with something that actually describes your day.
Tip 2. Learn to describe your workload in English.
Because half of every workday conversation is about how much you had to do.
Think of your workload like weather. Some days are sunny and clear, some days are stormy, some days are just gray and slow.
And English has beautiful weather words for work.
Yes, if you were very busy, you can say it was a hectic day, it was nonstop, I was slammed, or I barely had a minute to breathe.
Slammed is such a useful word. It means completely overwhelmed with work.
Very natural. People say it all the time. If your day was calm, you can say it was pretty quiet, things were slow today, or I actually had some breathing room for once.
Breathing room means space and time to relax a little.
And if you had a mixed day, busy in the morning, quiet in the afternoon, you can say it was a bit up and down, or the morning was rough, but it settled down after lunch.
That last one is so real. So many days are like that.
I used to describe every busy day as very busy. Now I say completely nonstop, or honestly, I didn't look up from my screen until 3 o'clock.
That last one is so vivid, I can picture it.
That's the goal. Paint a small picture. You don't need many words, just the right ones.
Tip 3. Talk about one specific moment from your day.
Not the whole day, one moment.
Think of your workday like a long movie. You don't tell someone the whole 2 hours. You tell them the one scene you can't stop thinking about.
The highlight or the low light.
Exactly. Highlight meaning the best moment, low light meaning the hardest or most frustrating one.
And sharing one specific moment makes your English so much more natural and interesting.
For example, instead of I had a lot of meetings today, you could say I had this one meeting that went on forever. We were supposed to finish at 2 and we didn't wrap up until 4.
Immediately more interesting.
Right. Or instead of I finished a project, you could say I finally submitted that report I've been working on all week. I pressed send and just sat back for a minute.
People feel that.
They do. I had a moment last Thursday, a small thing, but a client sent me a really kind email out of nowhere saying they loved our work, and that one email made my whole day.
That's a great moment to share.
And when I told my colleague, she smiled and said, "Oh, that's the best feeling." Connection from one small specific moment.
A specific moment is a door. It lets people into your day.
Perfectly said.
Tip 4. Use phrases to describe your energy at the end of the day.
Because I'm tired only tells half the story.
Right. Think of your energy level like a phone battery percentage.
Everyone understands phone battery.
0% means completely drained, exhausted, nothing left.
100% means energized, fresh, ready for more.
And English has so many ways to describe where you are on that battery.
If you're very tired, you can say, I'm wiped out. I'm running on empty. I'm absolutely drained. Or I could sleep right now, honestly.
Wiped out is a great one. It means so tired you can barely function.
And if you're in a good place, you can say, I feel good actually. I've still got some energy. It was a long day, but I feel accomplished. Or I'm tired, but the good kind of tired.
The good kind of tired. I love that phrase.
It says so much. It means you worked hard and it was worth it.
I used to just say, I'm tired every evening. Now I think, what kind of tired am I? And I find the right phrase.
And that small habit is also training your English brain. Every time you search for the right phrase, you're building vocabulary that sticks.
Because it's connected to a real feeling, not just a word on a list.
Tip 5. Learn a few phrases to talk about your colleagues and workplace moments.
Because work is not just tasks, it's people.
It's people, dynamics, small dramas, funny moments, teamwork, misunderstandings.
And being able to talk about those things in English is what makes you sound truly fluent and natural.
Think of your workplace like a small village. Every village has different characters. The helpful neighbor, the one who talks too much, the quiet one in the corner who surprises everyone.
Every office has all of these.
And English has great natural phrases for talking about people at work without being unkind.
Walk us through some.
If a colleague helped you, you can say, "My coworker really came through for me today," or "She had my back in that meeting." Had my back means she supported and defended you.
I love came through. It means someone did what you needed at the right moment.
If you had a difficult interaction, you can say, "Things got a bit tense in the meeting," or "It was a little awkward, but we sorted it out."
Sorted it out means you resolved the problem.
And for funny or unexpected moments, you can say, "You won't believe what happened today," or "The strangest thing happened this afternoon." Those phrases are great openers.
They make people want to listen.
They signal, "I have a story, get ready."
I had a moment last week where a client called and got my name completely wrong, called me Derek for the entire call.
The whole call?
The whole call. I kept waiting for the right moment to correct it, and it never came.
That's a "you won't believe what happened" story right there.
Exactly, and now I have the English to tell it properly.
Okay, let's slow down and do our vocabulary recap. Some really useful words and phrases from today.
First, hectic. It means very busy, fast, and a little chaotic.
It was a hectic morning, or "My whole week has been hectic."
Next, slammed. An informal way to say completely overwhelmed with work and tasks.
"I've been absolutely slammed this week," or "Sorry I didn't reply, I was slammed all day."
Then, breathing room. Time or space to relax and catch up without pressure.
"Things slowed down in the afternoon and I finally had some breathing room," or "I need a day with a little more breathing room."
We use the word wiped out. Extremely tired, completely drained of energy.
"By Friday evening, I was completely wiped out," or "That meeting left me wiped out."
Then, came through. When someone helped you or did what was needed at exactly the right moment.
"My teammate really came through when I needed help," or "She came through for us at the last minute."
We said wrap up, to finish or bring something to an end.
"We finally wrapped up the meeting at 4," or "Let me wrap up this task and I'll be right with you."
And the last one, had my back. When someone supported you or defended you, especially in a difficult situation.
"My manager had my back during that tough conversation," or "It felt good to know my team had my back."
Great phrases. Pick one and try to use it today. At work, with a friend, or even just out loud to yourself.
Say it in a real sentence about your real day. That's how it sticks.
All right, let's do a quick recap of today's 5 tips.
Tip 1. Replace good and fine with something real. Add flavor to your answer. Use honestly, actually, and specific feeling words.
Tip 2. Learn to describe your workload. Use weather words for work. Hectic, nonstop, quiet, breathing room, up and down.
Tip 3. Share one specific moment from your day. Pick one scene from the movie, a highlight or a lowlight.
Tip 4. Describe your energy level at the end of the day. Find your battery percentage. Wiped out, drained, good kind of tired.
And tip 5. Talk about your colleagues and workplace moments. Use phrases like "came through," "had my back," "sorted it out," and "you won't believe what happened."
With these tools, you are never stuck saying good again.
Your toolbox is full. Now you just have to use it.
And the more you use it, the more natural it feels every single day.
Okay, here is your question for today. Think about your most recent day at work or school. What is one moment, big or small, that stood out to you?
Describe it in English in the comments, even 1 or 2 sentences. Practice right here, right now.
We read your comments, and writing in English is one of the best ways to build the speaking confidence you want.
And if this episode helped you, please like this video, subscribe to Daily English Podcast, and share it with someone who wants to sound more natural and confident in English at work.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Every minute you invest in your English is a minute that pays you back.
We are proud of you for showing up.
This was the Daily English Podcast with Nova.
And Daniel.
Until next time, keep talking, keep practicing, and be kind to yourself.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Your progress doesn't end here. To keep building your English, click on the next video or explore the other episodes we have chosen for you.